For more on the phenomenon of bubble soccer, Simon Hodge is my guest. He is the general manager of GTA Bubble Soccer. His company organizes events and tournaments related to bubble soccer in the city of Toronto. So walk us through this now. We were listening to that report. It looked like a whole lot of fun here. How did bubble soccer begin, Simon?
The origins are a little hazy. I'm not actually sure who came up with it. But I believe it started with the big Zorb ball craze, where people get in these 8-foot diameter balls and kind of roll down the hill. And they kind of made a smaller version of that, put some shoulder straps on it, and just let loose, and found a loose framework of a game, calling it soccer. But really, it's just an excuse to bump into your friends. Yeah,
it's almost like bumper cars with a ball. I mean, walk us through the main rules of the game.
Yeah, so that the name pretty much sums it up. It's bubble soccer. It has most of the general rules of soccer. Obviously, you can't ever have a handball, and the fouls are a little hazy. You play with 5 aside instead of 11 aside. You play on a third of the field, and I guess the soccer comes secondary. The main goal is generally see how good you can knock someone down.
It looks like a whole lot of fun. How popular is it nowadays?
It's getting incredibly popular, especially with all the social media out there. It's not at all difficult to sell the game. We have trouble keeping up with demand. It's crazy how quickly it's catching on. Maybe it's all the helicopter parents hoping to maybe have a safer version of soccer for their kids, but I don't know.
What are the age ranges here?
So you can play pretty much any age. There's a height restriction. The general bubbles for adults are 5 feet in diameter, and you have to be above 5'2" to play in those. But there are kid-sized bubbles, which are 4 feet in diameter, and pretty much 3'5" and above you can play.
We're watching some great video as you were talking here of folks just getting pummeled. It's hard to get hurt though, isn't it, when you've got a bubble around you?
Exactly. Yeah, it's quite the nice shield, and luckily we haven't had any serious issues. So if you want to be a bit of a bubble boy and still play some soccer, it's the option for you, I guess.
And of course, as the winter gets a little bit behind us here in Eastern Canada, it's going to be nice. We're looking at footage right now, playing it out in Victoria. It's going to be nice to be out there on the green grass too.
Oh, absolutely. Right now, obviously, we have to play indoors because you can't play it on snow, and we're certainly counting down the days until the summer, and we're certainly jealous of those out west.
Simon Hodge with GTA Bubble Soccer. Thanks for taking time to talk to us today. Appreciate it, Simon.
Thanks a lot.